This is a difficult one because Shamil Abdurakhimov is he's got a low centre of gravity, he's got good takedown defence, he's got heavy hands. But Curtis Blades is an excellent wrestler, a really good wrestler, and I feel like the loss to Francis Ngannou was very frustrating for him. I feel like that is good motivation for him in training camp. I've seen him wandering around today, and he's not smiling. He's not happy to be here. He's here for business. I think we'll see Curtis Blades, and probably a decision, but maybe we'll see a submission from him. I think with his wrestling skills, I think it will only take a matter of time before he starts really adding some submissions into his game.
GSP?
Not unless GSP comes down.
No.
I mean, Khabib seems adamant that he's going to stay at 155. He wants to build his legacy there.
Right, okay.
I mean, I think it's more likely he's going to run out of contenders before he gets a fight against GSP.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But, if he struggles with weight, there might be a conversation about him moving up.
I got to tell you, what you said there about the first 2 rounds, I'm intrigued now by the conditions we were told last night in that arena was like a sauna.
Yeah.
And if it's like a sauna,
yeah.
it could be the struggle.
Yeah. Something to think about, absolutely.
He's got quite a bit of gas in the tank, though. It's got to be said.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's the thing with Khabib, but that can also be a detriment to him because if he knows he's got gas in the tank, he's like, well, there's nothing.
Push too hard a pace.
Yeah, exactly.
So a lot of pressure with his father in the corner now,
yes.
and the president of Chechnya ringside. There's a lot of pressure on his back.
Yeah.
It's going to feel like Dagestan tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah, and the other thing, the advantage and disadvantage of having his father in his corner is that I feel invincible. I'm a lion. I can't be stopped. That's something he said. So there is a tendency for him to push more than he maybe should. And someone like Poirier, he manages his energy systems very well. He knows when to step back and when to slow it down a little bit.
Looking at good Nick listing as well.
Yeah. He's in
I
a
remember
win-win
that's his original coach, Big Tim Crader.
Yes.
Before Poirier made it, I remember they came in Abu Dhabi like 10 years ago.
Yes.
And in 10 years, what he's done? No, crazy. Remember his documentary? There was a movie about him.
Really?
Yeah, fighting in the little circus of Gladiator and how he made it.
I'll have to check that
Tim
out.
Crader. Let's do a pic with the team, guys. With
please, absolutely.
Rick, can you do a picture, please? Oh, sorry.
My rap
Oh,
can take
Yeah.
sorry, mate.
Yeah,
I was thinking they've got some funky look going on. It's got to be your team. They look too cool for being local.
I only work with weirdos.
Oh, my fight camp going pretty good, especially because I work a lot of my Muay Thai and my boxing, and my opponents are pretty good on his stand up, and I put a lot of effort for this fight.
Now I know in Brazil it's very good weather as well, but how are you finding the heat here in Abu Dhabi? Is it affecting you?
It's kind of. I've been here. That's my second time I've been here in Abu Dhabi, But the heat is one thing. Is always give me a hard time. But it's too hot for me, especially. I'm from Brazil. It's kind of similar, but right here is that there's another level of the heat, and for me. But I'm still adapted pretty good. I'm still feeling, getting every day better, especially on the heat and the time difference too. Because now I live in Texas. But the time difference is one of the most things will bother me sometimes.
Yeah. So did you get here quite early to adjust, or how was that?
Yeah, I got here on a Sunday, and it kind of gave me a little bit of time to adjust, especially for the sleeping time, pushing myself to go to bed early. But I'm still kind of off a little bit, because sometimes I wake up too early and I can't sleep. But I'm getting there. I'm getting adjust every single day, and I'm feeling comfortable every day.
Cool. I saw an interview where you wanted to use your money from the win to get your son from Brazil.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did that go? Can you tell me about that story?
Oh yeah, I already got my kids. I just got from my last fight, and then my kids already live with me. They were real happy. My both kids. One is Felipe. He's 18 now. Oh, he's 17. Sorry, and my another one is 11. And I'm really happy to have them, around me, especially I'm training. I'm busy at my own gym, but they are there, with me.
I bet that's a really big inspiration moving into these kind of fights, right?
Yeah, now my is a big inspiration. My next one and my big dream has always been, and one of my big dreams is having my own house. and I've been working a lot of hard to get it. I would help it a lot, and I'm working for this fight to get a little bit more money to get to Constroy, and start planning now to put my family inside the house, and then got 3 kids and a wife, and I need a house. I need a big house, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So, have you got a prediction for how you see this fight going?
Yeah, I have a prediction for this fight. I was going to strike a little bit, going for the ground and putting my work. I've been doing in my camp, and my game is just be on the top hand, and try getting him to the ground, work my jiu-jitsu, and from there, I gotta get my win, my submission.
How we doing, Nick?
Good, mate. Yeah, good. Busy as always. Got that Lerone Murphy interview, didn't we, earlier this morning, which I'm desperately trying to get up now as a podcast because I can see he's getting swarmed by people and I don't want anyone else to fucking break it because we got the bullet spitting story before everybody else. So yeah, man, that shit's getting uploaded.
Awesome.
And then I'm hopefully going to catch the end of Poirier before Khabib comes out. Because this is the day I like to look at the whites of people's eyes and see how bad that weight cut's about to be, which they're about to get stuck into. So everyone over here looks nice and fresh, but Felder's in trouble. Poirier, I want to see what he looks like, and I certainly want to see what shape Khabib's in when he comes out as well, because Felder and Khabib, notoriously difficult weight cuts, so we'll see, man. But good day.
What's up, guys? This is Daya Ali Davis, striking coach of Dustin Poirier, and we're looking forward to Saturday night. We're excited. I mean, we've done everything possible to get ready for this event. We're here. We brought the best Dustin Poirier to Abu Dhabi, and I think the fight's going to play out. I mean, obviously, Khabib's going to be aggressive. He wants to wrestle. Dustin's going to try to box, move, and use his smarts, use his ring IQ, and we're looking to capitalize and score a big knockout.
How have you found Abu Dhabi as well?
Abu Dhabi is great, man. We've had a good time, good experience while we've been here the entire week. A bit getting adjusted to the heat and the humidity, but otherwise things have been great.
Yeah. Do you think that's going to play a part? Come to think of it, because the air conditioning, I think, is just being installed.
I heard.
Yeah. So do you think that'll be a problem?
I mean, I hope not. I mean, we've been here an entire week and we've been getting pretty acclimated to the heat and humidity, so we'll be fine. There's no big deal. I mean, same thing in Florida. It's just as hot.
Yeah. Camp's gone great. Dustin, I believe, is in the best shape of his life. Health. That's the biggest thing, right? He's healthy and as in shape as the best shape I've ever seen him, and we're confident in his abilities.
I know you've got some amazing guys in your team, and I was wondering if Sidney Outlaw had played any part in Dustin's camp in terms of his wrestling.
Huge part, yeah.
Really?
He's been one of his major sparring partners. Sid's got a great, strong jiu-jitsu-based game, but he's got very good wrestling. Wrestled in the state of Pennsylvania for many years, and then now he's a black belt under Ricardo Almeida. Very high-level grappling, and when he's on you, he's like glue. So no, he's been a really big component of the camp, and yeah, he's helped Dustin quite a bit.
I'm staying out of it as much as possible. I see everybody relaxing by the pool and going to the beaches. I'm like, I will be in the hotel, in my room. I have a balcony that I can, if I want to just peek out and look up at the sun and see the beaches and stuff like that, that's about as close as I'm getting to it right now. I'm not trying to get a sunburn before my fight on Saturday night. Can you imagine that this week is the week I decide I'm going to go get some sun and I get burnt to a crisp? No.
What was the travel arrangement like for you? Because it's quite a substantial trip. And I was speaking to the co-host of Eurobash, Noel McGrath, and he was saying you were paid for first-class flights to go over. Did you do that from based on a previous experience? Like, did you just find a trek like that can kind of mess up your body a little bit ahead of a big fight?
Yeah, well, I know that when I flew to Scotland, and that's nowhere near the flight that this was, that was an economy, and we were like on a plane going from Philly to Scotland, and there was no TVs, no anything. It was just miserable. So this time around, I was like, all right, when I fly with the UFC, I get to fly nice when I do commentary. So now that I'm a fighter, I don't get to fly nice all of a sudden. So I was like, I took that into my own hands and we changed that. So I was able to kick back, put my feet up. They were bringing me giant liters of water. I fasted the whole time, chugged water, peed whenever I wanted, walked around. I was stretching my legs. I was even shadow boxing over by the bathroom at one point. So I would sleep when I wanted to sleep, stay awake when I wanted to stay awake. That's what we kind of decided on the way over here. What's the best thing? It's like, look, it doesn't matter what we're going to do. We're going to be tired when we get in. So we flew direct from Chicago to Abu Dhabi. So I drove from Milwaukee with my teammate Greg and dropped off the rental car that I had, and we went straight over. So there was no connections. It was just a straight shot. Got in at 7:30 Abu Dhabi time, ran 4 miles, saunaed, went to bed.
Do you think that's something you might have a word with the brass about someday, maybe to roll it out for fighters? Do you think that would be a good thing?
I think maybe main event, co-main events, to start getting a little special treatment or something like that. You know, you guys want us to come over here early and do all that kind of stuff, and when we're flying that far, man, it's rough to do. And I'm coming from the Midwest, and you imagine you're coming from the West Coast, it's even worse. Those guys had to fly from, I'm sure, California to either Chicago or New York. New York to, some people had layovers in London, I think. I went and did a lot of my own research on the flights as well. I went and picked out which flight was the quickest for me to get here.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Craig Uckelberg, teammate of Paul Felder and one of his main training partners over here in Abu Dhabi, getting ready for UFC 242. Training camp has gone great. Especially trying to avenge this loss. Paul left no stones unturned, and is gonna be ready to rock on Saturday night.
Awesome. How are you finding the heat over here?
Whew, it's hot. Yeah, it seems like it's more humid at night, and so it's a little bit better. We've been kind of trying to get out in early mornings and later at night when the sun's not so blazing. But man, it's definitely a lot different than being back in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
I hear they just installed the AC as well.
Yeah, that's what we just heard. Yeah, so hopefully it, fingers crossed that it's going to be blazing.
How are we getting on, Pete?
Good. How are you?
Yeah, good, man.
Just first time working with these two pros, you know? It's very intimidating. Casey keeps hitting me. Look, not again. You got it on camera this time.
Don't look at my eyes. Don't look at me.
Sorry. Don't look at me. Sorry. Thanks so much for letting me do this, Casey.
Listen, have you seen that? I've never seen, obviously, the magnitude of something like this. Normally you get one-on-ones with everybody, but the champs are in media scrum mode, because I know that's Dustin, but when Khabib walks in here, it's going to be absolutely pandemonium. It's all good, man. So
try and get yourself a space closer.
We're going to have a little bit of a roll, you know what I mean? I'm just going to get some tips off Mike Brown in a minute or so, and just to see how to attack.
I live in Vegas anyways, so coming from one desert to another, it's a lot more humid here. But I've been doing some runs outside and just like going for a walk outside after my workouts, just trying to get the heat, get used to the heat, get used to everything here. Yeah, I mean, I'm used to the heat, but the humidity is definitely different.
Yeah. And looking forward to the fight itself, what do you do on the day? This is the key question everybody wants to know, because you don't really want to train too hard, you don't want to expel too much energy. So on the morning, how does your day work out?
I usually have a pretty big breakfast because I haven't eaten in a long time. And then I kind of just try to chill and save all my energy for the fight. Usually closer to when we leave for the arena, I get a little more amped up and I'll shadow box and move around a bit in the room. But yeah, I just try to stay as calm as I can, but it's hard because I'm excited.
And as for the arena itself and the fans, when you go out there in front of the fans, and there's going to be thousands out there, how much does that play into your nerves and keeping that steady, the adrenaline as well?
I don't even really think about that when I fight. It's more after the fact that I notice everyone. You definitely hear them when you're fighting, but you're just focused on the fight. Yeah.
You alright, Per?
How are we doing, Pete?
Oh, good. Just getting ready for the second round of interviews now. A bit disappointed Khabib's not here, to be honest.
Me too.
That's this is becoming a bit of a trend in the UFC. Like Nate Diaz and I believe Henry Cejudo gave him like 10 minutes the other week, and it's like most of these people are here just for that moment, because it probably justifies the whole trip for them in terms of the views they'll get from this one will probably pay for their flights, all that kind of stuff. Like some of the smaller publications that probably paid out of their own pocket to be here. So I feel like that's bad for him, you know. And I don't know what's Khabib's reasoning here. Is he not doing it because the UFC, or is he not doing it because he doesn't like the media? I don't know. I wasn't too happy with that, you know.
What did Dana actually say? Did he say Khabib did it yesterday?
He said he did it yesterday, speaking about instead of doing an open workout, he answered a few questions. But these are fans' questions. These are.
So do you think Khabib went to Dana and said, "Well, Nate did exactly the same
Yeah,
thing"?
probably. I think once you open that door, a lot of people are going to start walking through it. Like, so you can guarantee the next time if McGregor ever fights again, he's not going to be doing no media scrum. You know what I mean? Like, it's. I don't know. I think it's bad form. You know, everybody wants to hear from Khabib. He's the superstar here. This is about the sport being engaged in the Muslim world here. Basically, this is a huge Muslim state. So, a bit disappointed with that, to be honest. You know, I feel like you could hear a collective sigh as soon as he said it. Everyone's like, "Fuck," you know what I mean? And I'd say for a lot of guys that was really what they were here for, just Khabib content. You know, I can see you're upset.
I am.
He's on the stills. Look at that man. He's down on them stills.
Is he your personal photographer?
Listen, Jimmy's the man. Look at him. He's just away. Where are you, baby? Where are you? I can see you.
Where do you think Felder ranks in there? Do you think, I mean, would you say he's just as good as those guys, or maybe has more growing to do? I mean, where do you?
Definitely one of the best. I don't know. I think he's one of the top 10. Definitely one of the best in the world. You know. I feel so blessed because my last couple of fights in UFC, I fought against the best guys, and Paul Felder one of the best.
So your last fight was very short to Justin Gaethje. It's part of the sport; it happens. Do you feel like 6 months is enough time to kind of come back from that sort of loss?
In my opinion, I come back in the next week after the loss. You know. I always train hard. I always, give my 100%. And like I said, it's happened. And like I said, in my opinion, I'm ready to come back in the next week.
So you've already fought the elite at 155. I mean, you're starting to rematch guys now, right? So are there maybe any dream fights or matchups that you always wanted, and maybe moving up to 170, or what's left for you fight-wise? Like, who else is out there that you want to face?
My goal is to be a champ. I know I have everything I need to be a UFC lightweight champ, and yeah, I keep work hard, man. I think in the top 10 guys, I fought against 7. I fought with everybody, and after I beat Paul, I just focus on maybe UFC give me a chance to rematch with somebody beat me in the rank close to me. Maybe Gaethje, maybe Cerrone. I think it's gonna be a good fight.
As far as the weight cut, are you gonna weigh in at 155 just in case one of the main event fighters can't make it and you can step in and compete?
I just don't think about that. I just come and focus 100% on my fight against Paul. I hope nothing happened with the other guys, everything cut well and do a good show. Yeah, I feel so blessed in fight camp, very safe, and I have injuries. I was 100%, body fuel, on fire. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I was fortunate enough to be with Dan when we came to see American Top Team, and we was watching you, and you look phenomenal, really phenomenal. Now, I was wondering, obviously, Florida is a very hot place, but how does it compare to Abu Dhabi?
Wow, here I come from Rio de Janeiro. It's very hot too.
True.
But not compared to here. It's crazy. I love it. It's easy to cutting weight. You don't do that. Just go outside and weigh a little bit. You cut weight easy. But I love it. I'm a Brazilian guy. I love hot as possible. It's good for me. Good.
Do you have a prediction for this fight?
Yeah.
Knockout.
Win. I want to win. That's it. That's my focus. I don't know if it comes for submit or knockout or by decision. I want to win this fight.
Good. Good smile. Awesome, brother. Thank you so much, man. Yeah.
Hey, Sam. Hi. I'm James. Very big fan. How's fight camp been this time for you?
How's what?
Fight camp at AKN.
Fight camp is great because I'm training hard 3 months. This has been a long training camp because I have good opponent, and we're training with Khabib. Same. We have fight same day. That's why I has big training camp.
So has Daniel Cormier played a part in your training camp?
Yeah, before his fight we training together like 1.5 months. But after training I don't saw him because his father died.
Yeah. Very sad.
But maybe, very sad. Maybe he gonna come to Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, fingers crossed. So can you tell me a little bit about AKA Fight News? It's very funny. Very
AKA
funny.
Fight News. Yeah, we have new 2 guys in the gym. They make everything like what we did in the gym. Like they make like happy moment.
Yeah.
Because and we have like good video for history like. And when I watch this video after 10 years, like I just remember for this time when I training in AKA, when I training with my brothers, my very good guys in AKA. But
yeah, it's amazing camp. Very good, very good. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm very excited and grateful to be here, and I'm just like, each day is getting better and better, and I really can't wait for Saturday night.
Yeah, you seem quite chilled out about. Is that an attitude you try and maintain throughout your whole training camp, just to kind of stay calm about the whole fight coming up?
Yeah, there's a lot of emotions that come with this job, so for me I feel like the main thing is to try and stay calm, especially like so far out, you know, the fight's still a few days away, so there's no point in dealing with these emotions right now. So yeah, I just feel like for me to deal with this week in my camp and stuff, it's always stay calm and wait till Saturday night.
And what are your thoughts on your opponent Saturday in Andrea?
Andrea Lee is an exciting fighter. I look forward to sharing the octagon with her. I know she's going to bring it, and I know it's going to be an exciting fight for me, myself, and the fans.
Yeah. So, have you changed anything going into this training camp to kind of adapt to her style, and anything in your game plan that you've kind of changed?
No, you know, I'm not really focusing on like her game plan or what she's going to do and stuff. I focus on myself, and each camp I try and get better. And this camp I would say I probably work more on my boxing, because that was something that we looked at that we could maybe get better at. There's always something, but that was one thing that we kind of focused on this camp. And yeah, strength and conditioning, just getting stronger and getting the body much better.
So how are you finding the heat out there? Is it pretty intense? Or?
You know, it's been really cool. I'm enjoying it. The oven outside is kind of hard to deal with, but I also like the heat, so it's kind of good. It's just humid a little bit. But yeah, so far my experience has been great. Everyone's super nice, and I mean, I'm with my coach who always gets the attention because I don't really look like a fighter, so the attention's been on him. Everyone always thinks he's the one that's fighting, and I kind of just leave it like that. So yeah.
It's kind of nice, though, I suppose, to take the limelight a little bit away from you.
Yeah, the first time I was like, hey, it's me that's fighting, and to be honest, no one believes this, but yeah, it does take I'm like, now I'm just like, oh, okay, you talk to them, like, you take the limelight.
Have you had a lot of support come from home over here, or?
Sorry?
Have you had a lot of support come over for you?
So there's been a lot of people on my social media from Scotland saying that they're coming over, so and apparently there's a lot of Scottish people already in Abu Dhabi, so apparently I'm going to have a good Scottish fan base behind me, so I'm excited about that.
Have you got any family or friends over here as well supporting you?
No, my mum wanted to come, but I didn't really want her to travel on her own, and for me to be stressing about her, so we just discussed it, and yeah, she didn't come out this time, but she usually does.
Yeah. I just noticed, obviously, you got some cool tattoos as well. Can you talk me through a few, the meaning and stuff of those?
Yeah. have this L1 on my hand, which I love, and everyone usually, it's the first thing that people see. It was also not the sorest. Everyone thinks that the hand would be a sore place to get the tattoo, but it wasn't. I just love the detail, and I mean my last count was like 18. I've not had one in 2 years now. These are Banksy's, like Lovesick, Butterfly Suicide, and Let It Go. And to be honest, like there's a little bit of stories behind it, but usually I just see a painting or something on the internet and I think, oh, that would look cool as a tattoo, and usually just get it.
Yeah, just like an interest in like the art and stuff behind it. Yeah, that's cool. What's the one on your arm there, like half sleeve?
So this is like a Buddha. This is actually a Grip House Eagle.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's my first gym in Scotland that I went to. It's their logo. So that also one of my favourites because of the detail. Yeah.
Invite you. Welcome.
Hey, Ottoman Asdar, debutante tomorrow.
McDonald's, pancake, French toast, Snickers, everything, ice cream, vanilla, wow.
And for all, I am the dessert.
Thank you. Oh, yes. That was magic.
I go home, it's fine. I finished. You finished. May Allah give you the no, I have a car. I have rich boy. I have car.
I think this is a proof thing. Story, why bakın? Mazhar, hayır.
Come on, give him credit. Carlos.
Yeah, I go.
You know how to get down?
Yes, I need to go down.
Come on.
Yes. Let's go. Thank you.
Thank you.
Is he Khabib's family?
Huh?
Are you Khabib's family?
No, Tyson family. Habibi.
لا
حبيب. Habibi is no. Habibi is in Arabic darling.